Good morning, welcome back to Cold Waters, or Cold Waters .mod more specifically, and as you can hear there is a lot going on in my game right now, and this is the reason why. We have been pursuing a resupply convoy across seemingly half the map, and we managed to get in front and we were waiting for them. So hello boys and girls, look what I got for you. Excuse me, right, anyway. So I am going to attempt...
Make depth 700 feet, dive on.
I'm going to attempt to intercept and destroy, well, my primary targets are the Andizan, or Andizhan, the Dubna, and that's it. I don't think the Kotlin's a warship, isn't it? I think most of these are warships. Yeah, well, hello. So the Dubna and the Andizan in it. And that's it. I don't think this merchant's connected, so I'll let him go. I don't want to ideally not take him out. But we have got quite a bit of warshipage. None of it. The Grisha 3 is a bit of a threat. I think the Krivak might be, but the Krivak 2 is more of a threat. So I'm gonna kind of have at it, really. Looks like the escorts have detected something, or they're splitting up. They're finally deciding they want to go a different direction. So I'm going to go ahead and I think I want to guide a torpedo in to take out...
Con, dive at 700 feet, dive
I'd like to prioritize with my wired torpedoes things such as the as the Dubna. But let's get my Todar AM. Well, what do you know?
Shoot 2-2. Aye,
that
sir.
didn't work as I wanted it to. But that said, it may not always be possible. So I'm just basically going to have at it. I'm going to give these guys 1 or 2 torpedoes and see what happens.
Con, fire control. We've lost the wire.
So that's got 3 on the way. 1 that has a wire. Let's go ahead and reload these tubes here. And just because I don't normally do this, but I'm going to go ahead and fire a decoy.
Shoot 2-6.
Or a moss.
Aye, sir.
And I'm going to reverse my direction. I'm going to head east.
Come right to 090
And
helm I.
I'm going to pick up the speed to 15 knots.
Make
I might
turns
lose the
1,
wire,
5
but
knots.
I'm okay with that.
Maneuvering I.
I'm going to try and get this Dubna, so let's put this here. If I do lose the wire, then it's going to...
Con maneuvering, making turns.
Got a better chance of aiming for the Dubna.
Knots.
Right, let's see what happens. Because I'm gonna... once they detect me, that there's gonna be...
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 2, last bearing 202. Contact is in the
We're
battle.
gonna be evading torpedo.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 1, bearing 189.
I'm gonna be evading torpedoes for absolute sure.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 2, bearing 20. Con helm, steady course.
Weirdly enough,
Con sonar regained
these guys can't
contact
hear me.
on Sierra 3, bearing 176.
okay, I'm gonna try not to...
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 4, bearing 183.
I'm gonna try not to talk.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 5, bearing 190.
Are we done?
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 6, bearing 193. Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 7, bearing 211.
Okay, that's bad. That's a... there's a missile firing at me, so I need to get out of dodge. I'm gonna lose the wire here, I
Make
think.
turns for 3,
Let's just
0
make
knots.
this live
Maneuvering
and cut the wire and reload it. I'm gonna... he may have gone for the decoy, but I don't want to assume that that's the case.
Come right to
I mean,
0,
it should have gone for the
9, 6,
decoy,
helm I.
but I don't like
Con helm, steady course.
the word should. I'm gonna try not to speak over the...
Con, torpedo room, tube 3 ready.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 1, last bearing 192. Contact faded.
I'm gonna try not to speak over the crew, if I can. But of course, sometimes they will not shut up. Oh, now they're quiet. Right, well, we've caused They've caused...
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 1, bearing 193.
We have caused the convoy to scatter, and that's perfect as far as I'm concerned. As if they're scattered, that...
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 6, last bearing 195. Contact faded.
Make turns for 5.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
If they've scattered, it means that...
Con sonar lost contact.
Okay, I'm going to mute them.
Last bearing 195.
If they're scattered, it makes my life easier. Because now, what I am able to do is hunt down individual warships. That's the plan. Wow, they will not be quiet right now. But I guess we've just detected a whole bunch of targets again. I really want to get a bit more situational awareness here. So what's going on? We have 3 torpedoes still heading towards the targets.
Contact on Sierra 8, bearing 171.
Con maneuvering, making turns for 5 knots.
Let's get my torpedo array out. Okay. 5 active sonars, and it looks like they're all fleeing, because why would they stick around and help their escorts? That's probably not what I'd expect, but okay, so this torpedo here is tracking the Kotlin, it looks like. What's the Kotlin then? It's a destroyer, DD. Escorts for the Severov class, gun cruisers, obsolete,
Con sonar, noise
okay.
maker bearing 1.
Last conventional destroyer in the world, alright. Well, this one might be the last Kotlin in this battle to get a torpedo up its propeller prop shaft. Prop shaft is probably the same as propeller shaft, but either way, I'm not even going to bother putting my... I did put my towed area, but I'm probably not going to need it, so I may retract it. I certainly will if they get a bit of a sniff of me. But right now, they've scattered. They're all like, nope, out of here. Maybe they've heard about me and have sunk everything that's breathed. That's not entirely true. There's been plenty that I haven't actually haven't sunk. Even let some stuff get away to preserve torpedoes. Wow. That torpedo here is just completely not gone for the Kotlin. I think it's going for the cash-in instead. Alright, I'm going to put the game volume back up because they've stopped talking, and that torpedo immediately turned left and is now heading after the Kotlin. Okay. Right. Got nothing to say now. We've got a pretty good picture of what's going on here. I'm missing a torpedo. I think this might be my torpedo that just got confused by something, and it's circling as opposed to orbiting. I will say orbit as opposed to circle because I occasionally have a stammer, and it manifests itself in a way I can't say certain words. And one of those words is usually circle. Well,
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 176.
sometimes circle. Sometimes circle, yeah.
Con, fire control, weapon countermeasure homing.
So that's one of my torpedoes, that's one of mine, that's one of mine. So I guess this one is going for, I don't know. Be nice if it went for the Dubna. And it's in range, just. May go for the Riga. May go, it doesn't matter what it goes for, I'd like it to not go for the same target as something else, but if 2 torpedoes hit the same target, that's okay. I have enough. Very small few, okay. Yeah, they really didn't protect this convoy very much, and one of the recent headlines was the Russians are now using obsolete boats, and I know exactly why.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 178.
Because I've been very successful in this campaign, surprisingly so. I think I want to track something south to take out the Andesan. So I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Shoot tube 5. Aye, sir.
But I also don't want to attract everything's attention, so I'm going to run it
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 201.
a different direction to me right now. so that when they detect it, they don't know exactly where I'm coming from. And this is very interesting. So this torpedo here has decided it's going to go for the Krevak. Great. This one here has gone for at least the Kotlin, and now it's going for the Riga, I believe. This one's gone for the Kotlin, and then it got confused. It went for the Kotlin, and now I think it's going for the Dubna. Now this one here is going to be targeting the Andizan, or another warship that happens to get in the way that's a bigger priority. But they have no idea where I am. They're all running around like headless chickens. I haven't even sunk anything yet.
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing,
It's
239.
pretty good way to disrupt a convoy there, but I've got to be effective and tackle the bad guys. Now this, what's this? What fired this? I'm supposing it was the Krevak, and in which case we can anticipate it's going to be about here, and I don't really want it to get, I don't want to get in its way. I also know if okay, I think what I'll do, let's tell this. Oh, come on. I'm trying to select that. There we go. Right. Let's change this to...
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing, 198.
change my torpedo to end up going more west now.
Come right to.
I am going to start heading
264.
heading.
Helm
Sorry,
aye.
my torpedo's going to head more east. I'm going to head more west.
Con sonar, lost contact. Sierra 2.
I'd like it
last
if this
bearing,
Krevak
199.
got
Contact
taken
breaking
care
up.
of. I don't know what this is. Is this one of mine? I don't know what that is. I don't think so, though. I don't know. What do mine not like? Yeah, okay, that's mine.
Con sonar, lost contact. Sierra 5.
So
last
this
bearing,
is a Russian torpedo, and it
191.
may be
Contact
going.
breaking up.
It may go for the Krevak. I don't know. Meanwhile, the Riga's got taken a hit, and the Dubna's taken a hit. So just the Andizan is my last primary target, and everything else is just jam. I'm probably not going to engage everything else. I don't think I need to. I'm not worried about them detecting where I am now. I'm just going to go ahead and target this torpedo towards the Andizan because they're running around like headless chicken. So
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing, 246.
so really, it's not like I'm too concerned about being tackled. This Grishna 3, he's firing a torpedo at my Moss. That's a Moss. That's what that is. I should know that by now. So this Grisha 3, he's firing at the Moss. Is he a threat? I don't know if he's a threat. Should know what these are. Oh yeah, okay. He's a bit of a threat. He's got better quality torpedoes and everything else. They're not bad torpedoes. They're sort of intermediates. Okay. I'm not going to target him. I think the Krevak is most definitely a threat.
Con, helm, steady course.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think right now everything is kind of going to plan. They don't know where I am. They're running around like headless chicken, like I've said. This Krevak's still being threatened by a torpedo. That's 3 I've fired. 2 out of 3 so far have hit their target and sunk it. This Krevak's still being threatened. It's keeping him busy. And then the no.
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing, 251.
And then my 4th torpedo is tracking, or will be tracking, the Andizam. So if I can get that, then we're kind of golden. I think what I want to do is make an egress plan. So I'm going to head north.
Con
There we
sonar,
go.
lost contact.
No,
Sierra
I can-
7, last bearing,
can head west now.
252. Contact breaking up.
Come right to.
Krishna 3 has
270.
changed
Helm
direction.
aye.
He may... That's interesting. So this here, it's going to be about here. Oh, that's where I'm going to be. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and head north.
Con, helm, come right to 0.
I actually just realised that I left some stuff up
I.
north I've got to go and take care of. Okay, so I want to try and stay out of this thing's range. Now, I'm not too worried about it right now because there's a bit of a distance. I don't really want to increase my speed that much. On the other hand, I could make this thing live. It might jump on the cash-in though. Okay, let's actually try and be a little more cunning about this. I don't think the Andazan's going to change direction unless it has any reason to. I don't think it does right now, so let's go ahead and put my torpedo directly on its stern. Let's get rid of these 2 markers. I'm aware of this torpedo now. Yeah, I actually do need to get out of its way. Oh no, we could actually go and end up behind this torpedo. That would maybe make sense. I mean,
Come right
I'm
to
being indecisive,
1, 4,
but
9, helm I.
yeah, that's actually not a bad torpedo track. They may not know where I am, but they're getting an idea. Okay, and I'm sure that they realized, oh, I fired torpedoes, and they just decided they'd pick whatever target. I wasn't trying to be indiscriminate, but I can see there being okay, it's now active, so it's gonna be about here and 1,000 yards or 1,500 yards, 2,000 yards. I'm actually outside of it. It's detection range right now, so I think I can just float around here for a bit. That's funny. Alright, well, I'm not going to worry too much about that then. It looks like it's going to take care of itself, or I'm already out of its detection range, as long as I don't drift too much west. Okay, so back to this torpedo from number 5. I pointed it more towards the stern of this vessel here, and I'm going to make it go active. Do that. It's going to run active now, and so it's not going to detect anything else unless something wanders into its path. So I think that torpedo should take care of the target. So we can go ahead and cut that wire if I need to. I'm going to leave it right now because I may want to consider taking out the Kotlin. It's just turn back towards me. She's going to run east, I think.
Come left to 0, 9, 0, helm I.
I don't know what this Kotlin's aiming for. Might be this confusing mess of a paperclip up here that I'm making with my track. But he's coming back. Got no chance of hearing me. He's got no idea where I am. No, I suppose this torpedo track might tell him, but right now they're blundering around. They don't know what's going on. One warship's turning away. 2 are turning away rather, and 1 is coming back. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and accelerate time a little bit here. There's not so much going on, and take a sip of water.
Con, helm, steady course.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Okay, well, torpedo number 5 has picked up the Andazan, so I don't need to worry about that. I'm just going to tackle it, take care of it. So I'll cut the wire and reload that tube. This Kotlin, I don't think it's a big threat, but it's getting closer. He is heading northwest.
Con, torpedo room, tube 2 ready.
I think I'm going to go ahead and just
Come left to
try and get out of his way.
5, 8, helm I.
And let's pull my towed array in. Once this torpedo hits this target, my work here is done. So I am going to make like a tree and get out of
Make
here.
turns for 1,
Right.
5,
See,
knots.
has he got the
Maneuvering aye.
best ears on me right now? So reach at 3, no way of hearing me.
Con, maneuvering, making turns for
Hash in.
1, 5,
I'm in his baffles, and the Kotlin, no way of hearing me right now. Could run to flank. That's 15 knots. Let's try 20 knots.
Make turns for 2, 0,
Okay,
knots.
he's slowing down.
Maneuvering aye.
He seems to be slowing down.
Con, maneuvering, making turns for 2, 0, knots.
Still nothing, which is good. I might want to turn more directly away from him.
Con, torpedo room, tube 5 ready.
If the active sonar return were creeping up, but it's not. And the active sonar returns based on your profile, your aspect ratio to the target or to the sonar in question. So broadside, there's more metal to bounce a signal back, but it's not a concern. Yes, it's improved a little bit. It's more of a concern is the there's high frequency, but is the passive sonar. But he's still minus 12. It's only really concerned once it starts to get above 0. But right now, I don't have to worry about it. I'm going to accelerate time again. That's how confident I am here. This might not end well, but we'll see. Alright, let's accelerate time.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 6.
Right.
Last bearing 1.
Took care of
9,
the primary
2.
target.
Contact breaking up.
Kotlin is, I don't think he's interested in finding me. He was just trying to avoid all the destruction. That's 2 warships and 2
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 4.
2 supply ships.
Last
He's in the
bearing
baffles.
2, 0, 9. Contact is in the baffles.
I think I'm going to be okay. I'll making a lot of noise, but he is too. I don't think he's going to hear me. Well, that seems to have been a rather unusual battle. It didn't go out the way I thought. It didn't go quite to plan. It went way, way better. Yes, I got whiff of something, but my long-ish range torpedo strikes were very effective, 4 out of 4, and I got my 2 primary targets, and that's, I don't need to worry too much about the other warships right now. They can bumble around on the surface and be ineffective. They'll be even less effective when they've got no supplies. So, looks like I can finish the battle. That's what this little green icon down here means. So, I'm going to go ahead and see how well I did. Let's see. Yep, we sunk 4, 3 survived. We got another 22,000 tons. Gained a bunch of experience. Great. So continue. Let's see. Yep. Well, there we go. Destroyed. That was my primary target. Destroyed the replenishment resources. Great. Let's see. Navy moves in. All right. Well, I guess NATO is closing the door on the Warsaw Pact. Which is interesting, although I don't think the US fleet, the Atlantic fleet, or any fleet would travel like this, line astern. I might be wrong, but they usually don't travel like that. Okay, well, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like I say, this is, I guess, a little bit later in the campaign. I've been pretty successful. More so than usual, because I'm applying what I learn. Something else to bear in mind, I'll often record a video 1 to 2 weeks before it actually gets published, and in those 2 weeks my knowledge of what I'm doing can change quite a bit in the game. So yeah, the stuff you may be seeing that close to the day I record this, I may have evolved my knowledge a couple of weeks. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. See you in the next one. Take care. Goodbye.